Hello and welcome to a new Inbox Friday. Today I'm going to be talking about how I'm going to be talking about my feelings again. That's what I'm going to be talking about. I know the direction I want to take this video in, but I just don't really know where to start. So bear with me for a moment. I do want to first comment before I really get into anything super deep is that I want to talk about the support that I've, received in the most recent videos. It's been like unbelievable. They've actually like gotten a lot, like a good chunk of views. I think the like I uploaded today because today I'm recording this on Friday, the third. Where the fuck did that come from? That is nice though. Hold on, that's a good tree. Yeah, I'm recording this on the 3rd, but I already uploaded today, and that video is at I believe 300 views right now, which is crazy. I never expected any of that. All the comments have been so supportive, so I just want to say thank you. I never expected any of that, but I'm really appreciative for it, and I'm thankful for you tuning in and just watching me pretty much just spill. And you're gonna see a lot more of me spilling today, I'll have you know. Today I guess we'll just keep working on the house, man, and I'm gonna be talking about, yeah, how I think of her every day and all the reminders that are always there, all the artifacts of our past, and how not only do I have these things, these constant reminders, but I know that she does too. And I know that a lot of people probably have them as well. But yeah, I think of her every day, and I know it's going to be like that for a long time. And I know that that is a totally normal thing, and that it's just all part of the process. When it comes to reminders, there's always going to be reminders, but I think over time that those reminders will cause less and less pain till they don't, make me feel anything negative at all. And that's not to say that all I feel is negativity and all I feel is sadness or guilt or shame. I do feel a lot of joy and pride when I think of our memories, and I get reminded of, special occasions or gifts or moments that we shared together. And overall, I am extremely proud of the relationship that I did have. And it's like, I didn't know much because this was my first relationship, but I really did do like the best that I could. And now that it's over, there's obviously a lot of recognition of the things that I did do wrong because, obviously the breakup happened for a reason. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. And it's understanding that and processing that. It's like you come to the realization that, hey, not everything was good. But even so, like, I'm really proud of what we were and the person, that I was in that relationship. And like, yeah, I'm the same person. I can't change in a month, but I've understood, exactly where I went wrong in many scenarios. And the first step to getting better is recognizing, all of your flaws. I didn't know better. I did what I thought was best all the time. I always had her best interest in mind. I really did. Anyway, I went on a bit of a tangent there. I needed to get it out. But yeah, I was originally talking about like just the reminders, because they're constant reminders. And the most recent one that I want to talk about, that I instantly knew I wanted to talk about when it happened, but I got a LinkedIn notification, right? It was about her. It was just a comment that she made on like another person's post, and it was just like so-and-so commented, and it was just her like congratulating like another person. But like when I read that, like I was with my friends, it's like my mood was totally fine, and I read that, and my heart, like, I think everyone knows that feeling of when your heart just sinks. It was so bad. It just hurt so much. And it's like, I feel like that's not something that like should hurt, but I think it did, solely because it's like, yeah, that person is a stranger. The person I love is gone. That's not someone that I have access to, right? That's just the simple truth. And that just hurts, because he's looking at someone, reading their name, and that person meant so much to you. And now it's like, yeah, like they're just gone. Like they're gone, but they're there. Like they exist, but you have no access to them. Like you have such a deep connection, but now there's no connection at all. And it's just it's such a horrible, like, just feeling, and I don't really know how to explain it. Just reminder that just came out of the blue, and that's what happens. They come out of nowhere. You spend so much time with someone, there those reminders are everywhere. It's like those seeds are planted because yeah, that person was a part of your life for an extended period of time. You know, geez Louise, man. I play guitar, but I have this little piece of paper. It's taped on to my wall right next to me. I see it right now. But yeah, it just has a map of the fretboard, so it just has the notes. So it's just like a little quick reference sheet that I use from time to time. And it's always there. And only recently did I realize that there were some notes on it, and those notes were from a very long phone call that we had. It's just notes taken during that call of what movies we wanted to watch together. And I look at that paper all the time, and only recently did I read that, and it's like, damn, that was so fun. And then there's we were gonna go, like I said, I think I said it in the first video, but yeah, I play hockey, and she had never been to a hockey game, so I wanted to take her to her first hockey game. She wanted to go to a hockey game with me. So I had Blackhawks tickets. I had great seats because my dad knows a guy, and he gifted us, like, I'm telling you, like, on the glass. And I was so excited. I got her a jersey so she could wear a Blackhawks jersey to the game. I was so excited to, like, see her in it. Because it was, you know, I was so excited for that. And then we broke up a week before we were supposed to go to the game. And that jersey is still sitting in my closet. And I see it every day. And it's just like, just the one, like, we didn't get to go do that. And it was something I was so excited for. And I was so excited to see her in it. And then it never happened, you know? But it's like, yeah, I can't get rid of it. Obviously, it's a good jersey. And that's like another thing with these, it's like a lot of the things, like, I kept everything. I haven't gotten rid of a single gift. I haven't. And I don't, like, I am a very optimistic person. I've always have been. It's like, I believe that all memories, especially since all of the ones that we have, they're good. Good memories should be cherished, and it's for me to, like, get rid of those things right now. I just don't think I could. I don't think I could do it. So I boxed it all up in a cardboard box, and I remember when I did it, I sat on the floor crying, hugging the box, because hugging the box with all those things in it felt like hugging her, which is really weird to say. That box held all of so many memories. Like, holding that box was like hugging that box was like hugging her for the last time, you know? That feeling of dread, not wanting to leave, not wanting to physically let go. That's what hugging that box was like. It's so weird. So yeah, everything's in a box. But yeah, it's like, I'm not the only one with all of those gifts. Because, like, I wrote her a lot of poems too. Hell, both of us made each other books. We hand fucking binded each other books. There was a time where we did it was a little bit of a long distance thing, but she went to a study abroad, and our plan was, like, we were going to email each other every day. So I emailed her every day. I wrote her a poem every day, and we did that for like a month. I wrote all of those poems down. I handwrote them all, and I put, like, all the photos that we shared. I put those, like, in chronological order, and I gave that to her. So she has that, and it's like, God, I don't know what she probably, I don't even know how I'd handle that, but I know how I handled her book, because she made me one too, and it was again chronological. You know, from the start of the relationship to where we were, you know, at the time. And yeah, crazy. Because it's like, what do I do with that? You know? So I guess that's why I'm talking about it, because I do want to hear other people's, you know, experiences or perspectives with it. But yeah, I just, like, right now I can't bear to get rid of it, so it's all just boxed away, you know, and eventually, as time moves on, my decision can be made on really what to do with it. But there's just so much stuff. And it's like, I built her a fucking guitar, dude. And I feel really bad for that. I don't know. Like, I think of all the things that, like, I made her, including that guitar, and it's like, what happens, like, now that everything's over? Like, do you keep it? And it's just, like, it's just a crazy feeling to know that, like, all of those things that I did make her, all of those, all of that stuff could just be ash or sitting in a landfill. And it, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, obviously that thought hurts, but it's more weird than it is painful. You know, like, none of that stuff is mine. I have no say in what she does with those items. She needs to move forward and do what is healthy for her. But it's just, like, crazy. It's just a crazy thought. And it's like, I am a firm believer that love given is never wasted. But, like, that's just how I see things. It's like those gifts that she gave me, those gifts that I gave her, they serve their purpose. They did what they did in the time that they had, and now that has been fulfilled. It's over. They're just kind of there now. And I'm gonna make a confession, man. I texted her Happy New Year. Oh no. I don't know. It's like I was never gonna text her like Happy New Year, but I couldn't bear to, like, treat her as a stranger. I just couldn't do it. You know, I knew when the breakup happened, it's like, we can try to be friends. I knew, you know, I don't even know how you would navigate that. Like, that's such a touchy thing. It's like, how do you navigate that? Like, seriously, like seriously, how, like, so many people have told me, yes, it's totally possible. You can do it. It's 100%, but it's like, I have no idea how to even possibly navigate that in the dating culture, as it is. It's like, yeah, once you have an ex, you never talk to that person and, like, ever again. Like, that's just how it is. And if you're still in contact with your ex, like, that's seen as, obviously, it's seen as a red flag. Like, that's how it is. I was supposed to make a ladder, not fences. So it's like, yeah, I have not, like, said a peep to her other than that. And, like, I'm proud of that. I think that's totally, you know, what has to happen, what needed to happen, because both of us need, like, complete space and time. Like, cannot be fucking dragging that shit. And it all circles back to ending on good terms, because it's sometimes I think, like, it would be easier if we ended on, like, bad terms, but then again, I actually don't know that because I have no experience with ending on bad terms. And I think that breakups in general are just so ass, and every breakup, every relationship is totally different. And my experience is only my experience. And I have no idea what it would look like if things were different. And, like, what would I want it to end on, like, really negative terms where, like, one of us, like, you know, does something extremely, like, terrible to the other person, or there's this, like, huge, you know, argument with a bunch of horrifically mean things said. It's like, would I really want that? I feel like in this way, it's like we both walk away almost guilt-free. I don't walk away guilt-free or shame-free. I have a lot of regret. There's so many things that, like, looking back, I would have done differently. And I think that's a good thing. I really do believe it's good to have regret. I think for me, that means that I am learning. So yeah, I am not making too much progress on the build. I am way too focused on talking bullshit. So I'm going to go get... Did I already get a bunch of sand? I feel like I did mine some sand. Oh my God. I have so much glass. That's... All right. That kind of crazy. Like, what if you kind of mishmashed them? Would that be super ugly? Am I committing, like, a horrific war crime right here by doing this? A little bit of patchwork, that's all. By the way, if you ever want to share your own, like, takes or experiences on anything, if you hear something I say and you're like, you know, listen, I want, like, maybe you should hear this, feel free to comment it. Like, I'm totally open. And it is comforting knowing that there are people that are that have been through situations similar to mine, that are going through things, you know, like what I'm going through. And it's just nice. All the support that I have had is it is really helpful, especially in, you know, just helping me move on. It's like I find comfort and peace in those comments. I really do. So I'm very thankful and appreciative for everything that has been said. So thank you. I really don't. I need cobblestone though, and I need iron. So honestly, maybe we'll do a little bit of an exploration and try to get some iron today. Focus up a little bit. I really do enjoy the ambient sounds that I have. But yeah, these, like, bird chirping noises. That's so good. And I just said bird, and then that reminded me. God damn it, dude. Yeah, I'm a big person into birds, and I'll be honest, I called her my favorite bird all the time, and guess what? She reciprocated that. A little more, you know. I'll never call anyone that ever again. Do you guys have any music that ever helped you through any emotional turmoil? A little bit of an odd comment from me, but I've always been into bands like Title Flight, or not Title. I always call them Title Flight. It's because I misread the name a long time ago, and now it's just like it's so ingrained. But the band's actually called Title Flight. Or God, I did it again. But yeah, I've recently really gotten back into the songs because it's like, listen, man, those lyrics, they hit a lot harder after a relationship, you know? It's like I got experiences now, dude. I can like relate. And I also recently got into modern baseball. They're so good. Wow, what a party I ran into right there. Every day has its own unique challenges. I think that's what I've realized. There was a comment that said every day feels like the first day all over again, or at least said something similar to that. I don't remember the exact words, so that was a paraphrase, but I resonated with that, you know, very heavily, because it definitely can. But I've definitely had better days, and I've had worse days. It's very odd, you know, to one day it's like, you know what, I'm feeling better, you know, and then the next day it's like, oh yeah, I'm not feeling better at all. All I need is reassurance, and that's something that I've realized about myself, is I just need reassurance that everything is going to be okay, because I really am someone that has so much self-doubt and worry as like normally, and then like with this you know, it doesn't really, you know, help with that. You know, I really shouldn't have done that, because I was gonna say I was gonna like patchwork it, but I think the thought is if I get like fences, right? Thinking like maybe something kind of funky like that, maybe. But back onto the topic of what this whole video started out is those reminders are always going to be there, and I don't think she'll ever be fully out of my head, and I wouldn't want that, right? It's like we were both a part of each other's story, and there's so much to cherish from what we were. Days will come where I just think less and less. Everything will start to hurt less, and I am very self-aware of that. I know that this is just a process and that everything is going to be okay. But some days it doesn't feel like that, and that's why it's been so amazing to have, you know, the reassurance that people have given me. It's been really amazing. I think I do definitely want to push this down one. Oh, of course, with a son like that, you're out of your mind if I wouldn't do so. Seriously though, that change, just being back by yourself, is brutal. Things weren't meant to be, and you just wish that they were. There's always so many thoughts, you know, of like, how could we get back together? I remember when it did all just happen. It's like, oh, what can I change about myself? What can I do? What can I, you know, it's just all the, like, just such scrambled thoughts of like, how can this be fixed? How can this be changed? And the truth is, it can't. We're not the match that, you know, we thought we were. And we had to find that out through dating. This is what had to happen. I really did love her. And now I have to love her enough to let her go. But I'm just grateful that we both lived in this world where we met and got to explore a little bit of life together. Ah, jeez. Yeah, that doesn't look... Fuck, maybe I should work on the house. I don't know what to do, man. And honestly, now that I'm looking at the windows, like from a distance, it's a little bad. From up close, like when you get up close, right? They do not blend together. I must have been tripping when I did that shit. Let's get like one cow, dude, or something. Let's just keep this pretty chill. It's not just, you know, what the fuck do you want? Move it or lose it. I see you in the back there. You're wavering, buddy. As I was saying though, before started bringing all these guys. Yeah, it's not just like items or gifts, it's like locations too. There's a lot of places that hold like significant memories for us. One that I'll talk about right now is I have an art show right now up by where her school is, where she goes to university. She found the art show for me. It was at like a skate shop. That's where the art show was held, and we got like a skateboard from there for free because they lend them out to artists, and I paint stuff. But yeah, we painted that skateboard together. And we put all of my art in that art show along with that skateboard that we painted together. And she helped me set everything up. She was there for everything. She was my partner in crime for that. And that's like an hour drive away from where I live. But yeah, I agreed to do an in-person day. And it was like 3 days after we had broken up and it was already planned. And I really didn't want to do it, but I forced myself out of my house because I knew I'm like, this is something that like I was going to do. You know, I can't just bitch out on it. Like I have to do this, and I'm proud of myself, you know, for going. But that was a really difficult thing because it's being up at her school. There are, you know, all the, you know, the coffee shops, you know, that sushi restaurant, and that drive was really hard. Being there was really hard emotionally. It was absolutely. It was a terrible experience. There's those specific benches that we would always swing on. You know, there are little haunts that we'd always go to. Are you kidding me, dude? I'm gonna kill you. And you made me strip my log. I'm done. Yeah, there's so many locations. It's like you just you drive past a spot and it's like, oh, I remember when me and, you know, so-and-so did this and this here. And it's like, they're all good memories. So it's like, it's not like it happens and then it obviously hurts, but like in a way it's like, you know, it's bittersweet to have those moments, those recognition, you know, that recognition of, oh yeah, this was a spot that like held significance for us. I think one thing I do want to talk about, you know, definitely before the end of this video, what has to be brought up, if there is one reminder of the past, it is social media, dude. Oh my God. My For You page is tragic. It's like every other post I see is like, this is how to get them back. I will say, I'm definitely feeling better now that I've recorded this video. Because today was like, I would say that it was not a good day, you know, emotions-wise. So, you know, it's working. Who knew? Talking about it can actually help putting you two together. And, you know, I don't think this is possible, but... Oh, dear. Oh, I thought it was going to happen, because this is going to be a bridge. Eventually. I think slabs are going to be really the route to go for that, you know. That's crispy. Oh. There you go, though. So yeah, thank you for watching. And please have a wonderful rest of your day. And going into the weekend, because this will be uploaded on Friday, I hope you have a great weekend. You know, whoever you are, fucking go kill it. I believe in you.